Hi, I'm Lucy from Sew Essential, and today I'm sharing my latest make with you, which is McCall's 8507. I have to say, guys, this is my new favourite dress. I am absolutely loving wearing it. I wore it out for a meal last week. I'm going out again this week. I'll be wearing it again. I can't get enough of this dress. It's just so fun and lovely to wear. I feel great in it, but it was also really nice and easy to make as well. So let's get into the details. So the pattern is McCall's 8507. It is an incredibly low cut pattern on the pattern packet at the front. I'm going to talk to you about how I made it less low cut, and it was very, very easy, and you could make it less low cut than mine if mine's still relatively low cut. I never mind that. I'm quite small busted. I don't really feel self-conscious when I wear low cut things, but I know sometimes people prefer not to, and if that's the case, it's a very simple adjustment just to you just literally just hand sew it together at the centre front. That's what I've done, and you would be able to do that to make it higher again if you wanted to. So don't be put off by the plunging neckline. Equally, if you like a plunging neckline, this has got your name on it. But this is a fantastic dress pattern. When it came out in the summer, I saw the long maxi version on the pattern packet and thought, and it's in like a, looks like it's probably in a viscose linen or a double gauze or something like that. I thought, oh God, that's the perfect sundress. I really want to make that. Didn't get round to it in time, and then I decided recently I wanted a short animal print dress for winter, and I was looking for different patterns. I wanted something that was a bit cinched in at the waist with some pretty sort of details, and I stumbled across at McCall's 8507 again and thought actually that ticks the boxes really nicely, and I can't tell you how great this pattern is to sew. So it really does tick all the boxes. Anyway, the version I made was view A, which is the short version. They've all got the V at the front. There's an option for the puff sleeves that I've made. There's an option for a flutter sleeve, and there's an option for a halter neck if you want to make a nice sundress in the summer. There's options for the shorter length, which is just above the knee, or the maxi length. It runs up to a size 28, which is a 50-inch bust, 44 waist and 52 hip. I made a 12 on the top and graded out to a 14, although I probably didn't really need to do that because it's elasticated at the waist and it's a very full skirt. So super easy to fit pattern, really easy. And yeah, I'm just absolutely delighted with it. I chose this leopard print fabric. It's a gorgeous, I think it's a cotton poplin. It's a European one. Unfortunately, I can't get any more. I have got some left on the site. There is a decent amount left. There's enough for a few people to be able to make this dress in this fabric, but I have got some alternatives for you as well in case you can't get this one. But do give it a try because there is enough for quite a few people to order it. So yeah, and I didn't realise that when I made the dress. I always try and choose fabrics that I know you guys are going to be able to get, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. But anyway, it is a cotton poplin. This season's must have chocolate and animal print, which I really love, and it was just an absolute joy to sew with, and I love the way it like gives the fabric a bit of volume and a bit of structure because it's like a cotton poplin, so it's a sort of slightly stiffer, more structured fabric. The dress has got seams down the front here. It's gathered with elastic in a channel. There's two channels with elastic through them at the waist, and then the neckline is also got elastic. It's also elasticated, so all of that makes fitting it really easy. And it's got elasticated channels at the sleeve hem as well. But yeah, the cotton poplin was just an absolute joy to work with. It was a lovely crisp cotton. I enjoyed cutting it out. I enjoyed sewing it. I enjoyed pressing it. When I sewed it, I didn't even use pins for some of it, some of the seams, because it was just so stable. It's not going to move while you're sewing, and it was just the perfect weight for this dress. So I absolutely adore it. In terms of the sizing, I said I made a 12 on the topped and graded out to a 14, a 12 on the top is a 34 bust, and the 14 is 28 waist and 38 hip. But like I said, you know, the fitting's pretty easy on this because there aren't any fastenings, there's no zips, there's no buttons. It's all elastic for the fitting, so that is absolutely great. I did do my high round back adjustments because I've got a bit of a curvature at the top of my back. So I did that. I'll try and remember to pop a link to the tutorial below, but it is on our channel if you need to find it. And I can't remember, is it, I think, yeah, it's a raglan sleeve, which I also really like. So if you've got issues with fitting in the shoulder area, which a lot of us do have, yeah, that fitting is really easy as well. So you can find the pattern and the fabric on our website. I'll put links to the pattern and fabric below and our website below, so do jump on and take a look. That's all I need to say about fit. I didn't adjust the length or anything. I'm 5'6" for reference, so it's sort of finishing just above the knee, probably maybe an inch above the knee, if that. So a nice length. I like it paired with these sheer tights as well. But the great thing I think about this dress as well is it feels quite sort of party with the sheer tights, and then you can wear, I've just got some little ankle boots on today, but you could wear like knee-high boots or whatever to dress it up more. I wore it with my leather jacket when I went out. But then equally, I think this lovely cotton dress with bare legs and sandals or trainers in the summer and a denim jacket would work just as well. So it's a great one to have in the wardrobe for transitioning the seasons. I would definitely wear this on holiday, probably with some black chunky sandals. So yeah, that's another benefit of it. In terms of the construction, this is one of my favourite things about this dress. Not only is it really easy to fit because the waist is elasticated and the neckline's elasticated, there's no fastenings, but also it's got a super neat finish inside as well. It's really, really neat. So the neckline, the way you create the casing for the elastic on the neckline is you just use some bias binding, which we've got on our site. I'll pop links to the bias binding below. You stitch one edge of you line the edge up with the raw edge of the fabric and stitch along one of the creases all the way around, and then you press it and fold it inside the fabric so it's not visible, and then you stitch it down on the other edge, so you create a casing with that bias binding, and then you just thread your elastic through there, check the fit, and then stitch the elastic in place. The same with the waist as well. The waist is lovely and neat because you've got your skirt piece, your bodice piece, and then you've got a panel at the waist, and you've also got a facing, which is basically a facing is just, in this case, it's just a lining. It's the same piece again, but sewn on the inside. So you've got one panel on the outside and then you've got a matching panel on the inside. You sew that into position and then you literally just stitch 2 parallel lines of stitching through all the layers to create your casing for your elastic. You've got one at the top, just under the bust, and one below that at the sort of natural waist. And then you thread your elastic through there, and again, just try it on. They always put these elastic guide pattern pieces in these sewing patterns. And the idea is that you measure out your elastic and you cut it to the size that they suggest. Personally, my experience is always that they're absolutely massive. They're never the right size. It's just another pattern piece to cut out. I never bother with those. That's one of my top tips for this sort of pattern. Just make sure you've got a really, really long piece of elastic. Just do it off the roll. I'll pop a link to the elastic I use below as well, which is available on our website. But just thread it through and then just pull it through at the side and get it to the point that you're happy with it. Put a safety pin in it and then go away and stitch it. You don't need to be faffing around with pattern pieces and elastic guides, in my opinion. That's the best way to do it. You'll get a good fit and it's just easier, and you can just make it perfect to your body. But yeah, it's just wonderful because it's really easy to fit, it's really comfortable thanks to the elastic. It's just a great pattern, and I know I will come back to this time and time again. I definitely want to make the sundress version in the summer as well. So yeah, I'd really highly recommend this pattern. And in terms of the plunging neckline, as I said, you know, it is a very plunging neckline on the pattern. It should have actually come down to about here on me, but all I did was I just pulled the neckline together and just hand sewed it, and it's really neat. You can't see the stitches anyway. Just do a slip stitch up that join, and if you wanted to, you could bring that neckline right up. It would still work. Lots of people have done that with this pattern. And yeah, just hand sew it together, and you've taken that plunging neckline to the point again exactly where you want it, where you feel comfortable on your body. So it's a great dress from that point of view. It's just so easy to customize and make it fit exactly how you want to, because it's elasticated, and then there's that very simple fix for that plunging neckline at the front. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. I absolutely love this dress. I'm loving wearing it. I'll link the sewing pattern, the fabric. Oh, and I've got some alternative fabrics here to show you actually before we go. These are some more drapey fabrics. We have got some cottons on the website, so do check those out. But I just picked out some other fabrics that I thought would work really well as well. We've got this lovely crepe fabric with this floral design on it. I've got more of this downstairs. It's lovely and drapey. I thought that would work really well. There's also this really pretty viscose fabric in a lovely blue colour with a really gorgeous simple floral design on it. Again, that would give you a softer drapier look than the cotton one that I created. And then we've got a couple of viscose twills which are just flying off the shelves. They're a lovely weight for autumn winter, lovely autumnal colours. We've got more of this one downstairs. I know there's not much left on that bolt. To be honest, I'll just bring the lighter bolts upstairs because they're lighter to carry. But yeah, we have got more downstairs, and we've got this lovely wine coloured one as well with that sort of abstract florally type print on it. That would work really well as well. And you could make the maxi version if you don't like a shorts version. But I just think it's a versatile pattern that's really easy to sew, really easy to fit, and really easy to customise to your body shape and how you like things to fit. So I hope you've enjoyed that little insight today of what I've been making. Do check out the links below. You'll find everything on our website. You'll also find a link to our weekly newsletter for a healthy dose of sewing inspiration straight to your inbox. And if you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.